It's whether or not it's going to work for them here in this map.
Especially on this map, though. Look, we've seen a lot of good Viper play on this map and a lot from Mixwell. So,
right,
I'm okay
BBL on
with
defense,
this
Heretics on attack.
here today. In fact, I like it. I like the changes they've made.
Damn.
Let's see if it's going to stand
Damn,
2-team
okay.
Heretics as the barriers are up.
Gun priority.
We're away. Diving in around number 1, where we can see BBL on the defense, sitting back, playing this passive. They had a lot of presence towards B, doubling up in the early round after seeing that attacker Viper wall, but now they're starting to move elsewhere, back towards this A site and back towards a more conventional setup, which is good for them because it does seem like Heretics have a preference to the right side of the map.
Yeah, just patient play from them. I do love the fact that having Boo in this sort of position allows him to sort of set up the rest of the team, but he has used a fair amount of his utility early. I think he was waiting for that high tide to come back through to try and section things off for that dash in from Kellogg's. Already getting the opener. Kushner also isolated up top.
Yeah, they are.
It gives him a little
I like this.
which he might be able to use while they're in the
I like this anti as well. I wonder how much they looked into where they want to plant.
Everything after is a 1v1. Look at that
Oh
dash.
My God, that was
Kushner's
huge.
triple looking gorgeous with Zeke left to clutch it out. 1 versus 4. At least got his full health. If he can land a few headshots, it might swing back. But
yeah, can't be winning this one, I don't think.
Long way away from this one, looking doable. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, I haven't seen so many of the
Kushner 4 kills here in the pistol round.
series you lot are saying.
Said before, when he
Yeah,
gets off to a
community's
good
unreal.
start, he can be a force to be reckoned
Never
with.
seen that.
And right here
Silicon
now,
Valley's
I'll
pretty
say
good.
the jet change
That was pretty
is,
funny.
Worthwhile.
Yeah, the problem is, though, I feel like all he really had to do in this round to win it was use their own utility against them, which is not the greatest of signs.
No.
Like, if you have an execution based around Harbor, and the first round you lose because of your execution based around Harbor, I'm not feeling the most confident. It's also a round where normally the code is actually a lot stronger because it's harder to break with pistols. He didn't even need to break it. There was no cover there. They were completely reliant on
Kushner just kind of did it all there, to be honest with you.
And that doesn't fill me with confidence.
It worked against
I like the anti, or potential anti. Like, it looked like they knew they wanted to go for this plant, so having one person hiding behind the window at the back was strong.
A little unfortunate. These things happen. 1-0 for BBL, a solid start. Kushner in an uncouth angle with this weapon.
3-2.
Normally you'll see that Marshall used
In terms of pistols. Yeah, I was thinking it was 1-1-1-1.
Middle, or maybe from a little further back up on rafters. But instead, he's going to go around on pipes, try to grab one as they fall back, and we'll concede the control. Avova thinks he
Avova has crazy timing.
That drone, he might dodge it perfectly. The timing so good. That's a knife kill for Avova. Slicing him up. That's a rifle now, but he gets a little confused. Too many angles that
He's done his work, though. He's done enough.
Brings it back to a 4v4.
Yeah,
the timing on that was unbelievable.
It plays a small part in this round. Then again, though, it is Marshall's alongside full Bulldogs. Brave now tagged up as well. Now he has been hit by the decay a little bit, but he is low nonetheless. This is starting to get a little bit scary.
Damn, that nearly
went
so wrong.
And even still, the plant coming through.
Oh
Kellogg's
my.
has now found one with a Marshall tagged up. Brave. I don't know
Dude,
how
look
he's
at
still
some of
alive.
the damage here. The
Dancing
heal's pretty
around the
huge.
edge
Heal might
of
actually
this
save them in
Viper
this.
screen. And he's actually picking every single member off. Boo comes out with 3 kills after being down to 50 HP the second they get in.
Yeah, that was a close round.
Viper walls as well. Look, they ended up extremely low in pretty much every fight they took. 3 players left alive. All, so well, 2 sub 50, 1 59, but 3 Bulldogs carried through. End of the day, but they don't pay that
Harbor on this
heavy
map.
of a price,
I prefer it
not
with
when
the
someone
sky
like
though.
Cutie
That's
sitting
when
just 2
I think it all
orbs
comes
away
together.
from
But I
having
don't mind it.
And let's get a little surprised when this replay goes down. Just take a look at the weapon Cutie's going to be buying here. He's got plenty of credits. Well, he had. Now he's only got 100.
Yeah, the hero operator to bolster
Alright,
one of these
op comes
fighters is
out.
something that, well,
The
it
bonus is definitely not a bonus.
This is
Who
something
is it
we've
that does
seen
this in
for
NA? It's the
many, many
Cloud9.
years.
We'll start calling this the
thing is, though, if
Cloud9
it
because they
doesn't
love
work,
doing this.
actually, it doesn't even
Win a
matter. If he
pistol,
gets
maybe
one
2
kill,
people
goes down,
also
as you
die
said,
in
Lifestyle,
anti-eco and then they
that
just
it
full
can
commit in terms of
impact
the
the next
actual round
round.
itself.
It's great as well because Aslan's
We'll call it
taken a lot of
Cloud9
the
by.
heat there. I
They've been
think
doing
it was
it a
Recon,
lot.
He's the one destroying it, and if there was a drone, he was the one that was going to shoot it. But they went out after the wall to try and
So yeah,
catch
can't really be calling this one a bonus.
They've been spotted.
Just
The
a
element of
straight up,
surprise gone. The operator spotted.
straight up swing round right here.
All the way across the map.
Yeah, look.
Even though they've sold a ruse with the cascade, it hasn't baited anybody in. In fact, with these aggressive positions, I think that the Heretics
it will come straight after Marlow.
Clearer site than they are.
They absolutely do. Yeah,
be a little bit patient.
With an A site stacked up and ready to fight. One already found. The trades are quick though as Heretics retake the lead in this.
Chance for him to get a kill here though.
Site control theirs, and the last man with boots
okay,
on the
everyone
ground
on the floor.
has an operator.
Alarm bot goes in, double molly for this. He
back to his teammates. They'll break the cove. Now it's in the open, and Spike Carrier goes down.
Mixwell had such an opportunity. How is this crumbled so badly?
Team Heretics are in hot water. 30 seconds
oh my god, this crumbled so badly. Mixwell has to kind of recover from potentially being able to close out the round earlier.
Down to the 1v1. But instead now they know exactly where he is. Eyes on that Spike.
Oh, that 3v4. The cove was down. They were going for the plant. We had someone at the top to trade off the kills. He doesn't get a kill, and then they spam two down.
I still feel like a lot of it, like you break the cove, you get the spam. I think there was an opportunity there, but I think it was Mixwell. He basically just had the heads of two
BBL win the swing round.
Looking straight at him. And just didn't manage
could
to
be a
land the
disgusting
shot.
half from them, to be honest, if they keep this stuff up. Especially if Heretics are making these kind of misplays.
I don't know if this was the only kill that Cutie ended up getting, but it might have been the final one of the round.
Yeah, I think he might have.
I reckon Chinese teams will do well in Tokyo. I haven't watched any of them really, other than like the international tournaments that we've seen, so I kind of have no idea, but I can only imagine they're going to get better and better with time.
Out of there, go to the A site, run over to A, op is still there. Still waiting for them. And the success that they had in the opening fights.
I don't know until I watch, really.
They ended up in a 4v3. And just being able to be picked off the op as well, making it much quicker. I think, I'm not certain, but I would say if Cutie hadn't made it there in time, that cove would have taken a second longer to go down. Maybe they get a plant, maybe they play post plant. Instead,
they're cracking the other APAC teams.
It was chaos.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's not
then honestly,
what you want to be
they will
seeing
improve
for the
fast.
first proper buy round coming through for Heretics. Like, that was their opportunity to start getting themselves back onto the board. And the thing is, they've had all of this utility trying to bait things out, like throwing
They'll
those
definitely be good at Haven and Ascent, then, I guess.
Trying to force players back, and they did. But the thing is, it was just an instant rotation to A. It was like BBL had the perfect read. They were ready with 3 players, 2 aggressively pushed up on A as well.
Munchables, what's up, dude? Good to see you.
They basically played it to perfection. Now you're coming in with mostly pistols, no ults online, and a single bulldog for Avova to try and play with.
Hey, we like the Pacific teams for that. So.
If you're seeing the BBL,
okay, chance for BBL to get crazy amounts of money here.
Devastating prospect.
Snakebite a little shallow there to actually catch on with the shock dart. Mel even giving us a little nod of the head at the end as well. I don't think that's a Mel approved lineup. We'll see.
Maybe it's just a Mel lineup.
It could be. I've seen her do that in ranked, I'll be honest with you. That snakebite would have actually landed on me in the attacker spawn. But
she's going to beat you up after this. You know that, right?
Just another day in the office. 3-0. BBL in a prime spot. Again, that operator sitting down on B.
Not too bad.
Hasn't been spotted out this time.
Yeah, they've at least created enough pressure that they can be somewhere like in this box or maybe behind here, so they can never fully feel confident. But the jet does rotate off once they hear the sound of the...
I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of info. In fact, they're even just going to wall it up.
Once they just hear the sound of people, really.
Break it in time. Now they're stuck in a slow. They're just being
slug in the background. My arm made it.
They mentioned it. A lot of the changes in BBL are just going back to the basics, but it does seem to be working out nicely for them. 35 seconds left. Kushner already going to pick off one as they try and enter. And now it just seems almost like a scramble back in towards this B site, but there's so much utility waiting for them as they try and get this plant down.
20 seconds on this one.
Got a cove, but wow, you could already see
one molly goes down. We got another molly? No, this is the only thing. We have another Viper molly though, and if it's as perfect as this, it's going to be a nightmare. They have to force over towards the site. This damn is so high.
Look at this dash in. He's taking the space, looking for the fights, and denying it completely. No way to put that spike on the floor, and with that,
sure, it was an eco, we won't go into it too much. This wall kind of caused them a nightmare, to be honest with you. They wanted to create pressure here, then go back and try and find their timing over towards A. This wall came in, they had to break it. They felt like the rotate had come in, obviously they lost this kill. And then they had to go back to B with like 20 seconds left and just no real pressure in terms of getting the mollies out of them. So BBL did well to just save a lot of the heat till.
Because they go, well, we've still got snake bites and we've got a player holding the cross with a blade storm. Like, there's 14 seconds left. We don't need to pop it as they get there. They'll run out of time anyway. And it forced them through it and into the site vulnerable. Like, that's not a scenario you want to be in.
All barriers up for round number 54 of the
no
series.
way.
It's been a long one so far. Kushner, though, still has new
That's
tricks
so
to show
sick.
us. making his way uptown and taking them down.
A lot of people
Team Heretics, their response looks to be
that's
elsewhere.
such a bad way of doing the wall.
Should be losing
Holy hell.
steam in just a moment, and that's when they look to make their push in, getting ahead of the wall, but not quite able to land the shots. Sure, Mixwell will fall, but the trade is even. Unless Suchny is going to make a big risk here, that plant's coming in.
Yeah, they had pretty much everything.
I was going to say they have to get punished for this plant.
No
Still very doable. Does Avova want to use his ult? Yeah, and they kind of need it, and Zeke needs to stay alive.
Every single fight
Ooh,
here, and
I
now
like
it's
them.
left
The molly's good.
He has had many clutches.
I mean, he can't reposition, he can't really do anything.
They now know exactly where he is.
It's an absolute nightmare. He has to get his peak right.
Isolate one of these duels, and they are just watching for him to try and peak. And facing off against Kushner is never going to be easy. Already half defeated. He has to swing out onto
an absolute nightmare to play against. This is looking
awful
awful from Heretics at the moment. BBL fully in control.
Defensive side, and Heretics need to wait.
Extra chance to get loads of money here. Yeah.
Excuses to be made here.
Some low buys mean that Heretics can buy again here. As in light armor, sorry. I keep saying low buys when I mean light armor.
These excuses out there. The reality is this hasn't felt close. This is not like BBL are in control. And I'll say that was a big whiff at the start. Like, there's a world where he gets 2 kills there, especially with the Viper utility down. He knows they're about to push. He was ready for the fight, and mechanical failure kicked in, so it was only 1. Like, they're still getting away with it, even when the mistakes are made. And here's the thing, from what we've seen so far, the mistakes aren't made that often.
I'll say,
like, and they put the ult into this round, so.
Playing the Omen was bad, but seeing him back on Jet, like, if you're Heretics on the other side, you can go, why us? Why did you decide to change it for us? He's 11-1. He is just destroying them. Him using the Blade Storm, it wasn't even that much of a risk, because he's going to have it back in a round. Operator, he already went for a peek elsewhere. He's now back on A, because they've been pushing this at basically the same point of every single round.
Just got so much info, and that's info as well.
He has the information that somebody's trying to sneak through and slip the net, and well, there's a wall in his face.
Yeah, no way to sneak around.
Oh boy, what's the timing like here? Damn, got a little bit unlucky with the movement, and he's furious. Oh my god, I saw his cam. Yeah, knows that he should have done better there.
Okay.
Okay, that was from the off spotting it earlier. That's how they knew that. Instant Viper ult. That's going to create a lot of pressure over towards B. Do they?
The angle is tight. I mean, it's a straight line down spray. Mixwell's gone a bit wider, though.
Nope. As we can see on the minimap, it's perfect. But honestly, because they were a little bit late with all this and didn't follow it up with any kind of util, the rotate actually goes back in. So they might have just owned it.
Didn't do that much damage.
Cove.
Cove broke. Oh, swing through.
Trade comes in. 15 seconds on this.
15 seconds left. They have to go for this plant again, and might even have to try and go for a slightly safer position. Spam through, just about missing. It's actually going to ping up Mixwell instead. He's left on 85 HP.
Damn, how are these people alive? Mixwell, if he can get back to the corner, he might have owned it. Rez comes in.
For Suchny, he's 1 away from the lockdown. That could basically end the round in his tracks. And they're still hunting, still trying to find Mixwell up from above, but he goes down.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, they're winning these fights out now on the Heretics side. A spray from Aslan will garner another though. And straight through goes Kellogg's. It's now left all onto Turco. Feeling confident in the time left, he'll just have to
not
fade
too
away.
bad.
And finally,
got pretty close with the plant. Maybe wasn't convincing,
I'll say I really like Zeke's
but they got on the
idea
board.
to play forward that exact idea of Cutie coming in and getting on top of Yellow. The fact that he stays back maybe even saves them. If Cutie is given 2 more seconds to jump from top Yellow down into that pit, yeah, I think he gets a kill.
You hate the site, it's fine, dude. This is the last week of Icebox.
So the fact that he's
you got this week and then you're free of it.
Denied completely, and they don't manage to deal with that Viper. Everything lines up. Team Heretics find their first round, but just look at how, first of all, close, how costly in terms of ultimates, but also the reality is it was chaotic yet again.
The thing is as well, I don't even believe the Heretics knew where they were going until that Viper's pit went down.
That's it?
I think they were using
let's
it
check
as a
the
bait,
money because they stacked up a lot. Yeah, money's still great.
Oh, wow, this
oh,
the dart is wonderful, but nothing
damn,
connected.
they didn't get anything for this. This wall's
causing
them a nightmare. Damn, they go real fast, and this is a lot of ults. How has Kushner got this kill?
All of their remaining ults just to try and get themselves into this site and get an entry, and, well, Kellogg's is the first to die.
Yeah,
man, this is nuts at the moment. So many ults into this one.
Hunter's Fury pulled out on the other side now, returned.
Dude, I can't believe Kushner managed to get that fast kill.
Well, it ain't ain't gonna last
In
all
theory,
too much
there's a
longer, but they
harbor
haven't
on
been
him
able
as
to
well,
see
so
it.
he's moving.
To see it rather, thanks to the high tide.
Moving, taking the time with his
Still
shot.
giving them a safe spot to get the plant.
They do get the
Boo,
plant.
1 out with 1
It's
HP,
an
those
okay
shock darts
plant
dealing a ton
for
of
an
damage.
after
I
plant.
think he had to run through a Viper wall as well.
He did great to get one.
That little bit extra, but the health is
HP's
so low.
not really
These
here for
Heretics
some of these players.
at a disadvantage in every fight they take. Boo's the first to fall, and now it's left to just Mixwell. Blink and you miss it. It's clutch. Time is not on his side either. He's going to have to kill all 3 of these players in all likelihood. No utility left. The wall only just now coming back on, but it's on the other side of the map.
Ooh,
He's just
it's
going to
kind
aim
of close. There was a
everyone
chance into it.
Yeah, it's too much to
Okay,
ask.
this
No
resets them. 1-9.
Yeah, again, just it's silly, but just the wall.
Nightmare round for Heretics to lose.
Just seemed to deny them. You had Kellogg's completely isolated, trying to take a fight versus Executioner, doesn't win it, and then the round from there just becomes so difficult. Good delaying utility and just giving this man that extra
I
little
think
bit of
Viper's
space,
pit is too strong
and then from
compared to
there
other
onwards,
ults.
it was just like a
It's
domino
strong.
effect.
I think it's
Everybody
fine. I don't
trying
think it
to
needs too
take
much
that fight
tweaking.
brings the round back
I think
into
they,
contention,
I think it
and
was,
them
and then
never
now obviously they
quite
put the
being able
nerf
to
in,
do
right?
it.
So it's a little bit better.
6-1
Oh man,
for BBL. There is
poor
still a
dude. I saw
tie
the
here
belief
for
once Smokesaw
Heretics,
got that
but,
second
well,
kill.
it might be a last-ditch effort.
And here's the problem, right? Heretics have already gone through a cycle of their ultimates and got very little for it. BBL, on the other hand,
they got 1. That's better than 0, which they had before.
Did they use an ult in that round?
They used the Viper's Pit and they used the Bladestorm.
Yes, okay, so it was 2 ultis to pull that one off. For BBL,
Yeah, they used a lot of ults into this.
Would you believe it? So
those are good ults.
Those are pretty good ults.
Okay, they have to win this. We're going to pretty much just say that this is it. This feels like this is it. They have to get this one as they're done.
Economy operator again, tons of safety nets for this BBL side, and they're starting to think about moving towards B. You can see them gravitating in towards this position. They're being pulled.
He gave you extra credit on the test because you admitted that you rushed it to watch my stream. Don't use me as an excuse, man. That's crazy. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Look down at the split second.
Wait, Brave is not trying this. I haven't seen anyone try this for a long time.
I don't think they've spotted anything. Like it's the same sort of ruse they've tried to sell about 4 times. And that's why players on the other side haven't rotated. There's also
I tell you what, this wall is too much at the moment. Why is this wall just owning them all the time? Oh, he's just about to go down as well, but the fact that they shoot it means that we can have a heavy rotate.
Rotation of that operator. The Turco is still here. They're spamming away. It's only going to be 1.
Trades? He did insane. He did insane. They got him down to 21 HP on top of this as well.
That leaves just 2 standing.
It's going to be used up here. That's devastating for Boo, who's now 20 HP, sat on the side.
For this.
And that Cove ain't going to be here too much longer. The wall is up, and the wall is down. It's managed to allow him to sneak into position, but with 1 HP, essentially, any bullet will take him down. And here it comes at final, and no bullet, in fact. Projectile.
I think that might be it.
That is 7-1.
That one honestly might be it.
Say what you will about attacker-defender side.
He had 2-4 on top of this.
No, and a lot of the time, especially with this harbor comp,
not good.
It is attacker-sided.
Yeah.
The whole point is a lot of the time you're able to isolate off angles and take control.
Yeah, they need a pause. They need to kind of default a little bit more, create some pressure. Maybe they want to have a luck and over towards B or something. Maybe break this wall at the beginning that's been completely owning them. Maybe some mid pressure. Maybe anything else other than what they're doing.
And no rotation. Yeah, he is 14
double the kills of anyone else on the server. It's just ridiculous.
The thing is, they're using it to like fake B control every round, and BBL are not rotating because of it. They're just going, okay, there has been a cascade for the 5th round in a row over on B, and it doesn't really pull anything. The players on the A side are so confident they just.
I believe in the 11-3 comeback, not at 11-3.
There's going to be trouble
like 11-7 maybe. I can't remember. There was definitely one round where I was like, might be on. But at 11-3, no.
That's another one.
I mean, I don't think they were believing at 11-3. Not with the buy, especially. How is he allowed to just absolutely send it?
He had a buff for a teammates between him and a wall about to go up, but that wasn't enough to save him. And the dash is still online. Kushner's waiting to use it. There's Nanos.
Dark, I believe.
Back, realizing they can play the post plants on this one, but they need kills on the way back through. They have to punish BBL for the space they're trying to take. The wall is
Look
down
at how nice this is, though. Look at this, man. They're getting so wrecked. Why is the Sage Wall just the best bit of util every single round? Everyone on Heretics right now is just thinking, man, I wish we had a Sage Wall. Why is it owning us this bad? I like how BBL are playing this though. Everything's like really... I mean, he has... If we take out Kushner, like obviously he's just doing everything. But the actual rest of the team are playing really well together.
Listen, it's going to look different. I'm going to be fine with it.
But when they come back eventually to this map, I never want to see Kushner play anything other than Jet ever again until there's a new OP.
Why this map? I don't want to see Kushner play anything except Jet. Period. That's it. I just want to see this guy on it. Maybe the Lotus. Maybe Lotus we can change.
Thinking they wish they didn't ban Split.
Sure, okay,
yeah, they had the choice between this and Split. You're right.
To be honest, that's not a bad statement. He's currently 16-4. He's been thriving. Again, I don't feel like any of the utility they're using to try and section him off has worked. Obviously, the other problem, and it's a problem with a lot of these comps that you see run on Icebox, there isn't any flash to take him off the angle. So it has to be just those controllers doing the work. And I think he has just disrespected every piece of utility they've decided to put down.
I think Ulysses is
Dude, bro, so happy with his food, man.
Hype up the Spanish crowd at home. Good luck for Team Heretics. I've heard Vamos be said about 50 times beside us, and he's saying it with a lot of conviction. Let's check in with him in a couple rounds. See if he's still feeling it. Now the crowd's getting at it as well, helping him out. That's what he needed.
I respect it. I respect that there is still belief left that they can turn this around, because it has been a this is for them.
Definitely fine to turn around. It's just the fact that none of the rounds have looked convincing. It's just the fact that even the round that they won didn't look convincing. He
himself has also only managed to die 4 times as the site anchor of this B site, and he's very content to sit all the way back. Now maybe this is part of the fact that they actually have themselves that reckoning available, and he's expecting to be forced out.
Here we go. Yeah, look, you got your recon through, you got your top yellow control, and you're realizing that they were giving this up for free. You didn't need to use your util for that. Get out of there, behind the box, right move. Kellogg's was on the hunt, on the prowl, but he won't find anyone. High tide up, not up top though. There's a gap.
Oh, Molly's nice. Fighting a bit deeper. They are giving them nothing though, and they were expecting to get a kill, so now how deep do they go?
Just how uncomfortable it's been to deal with this push, but the thing is they've got ideas to fight right back into it. Hunter's Fury not really finding a lot of tags. The fight's going Zeke's way. Now he's activated, and now he's dead.
It might not even be enough though.
The only goal of the Hunter's Fury was to deny the plant.
Oh, they tried to use the
reckoning to give them extra space, and that ultimate fought them all the way back. It might not have done damage, but it has definitely won.
They didn't plant though, dude. They had no idea. Once they, their whole plan was to. It was like watching a K-Corp game on Split, right? Their whole plan was to block this off and win the jewels here, and then they can plant. But then when they didn't get the jewels, it felt like they didn't know what to do. Like they had no idea what to do. Once they got to this area and they had no kills, it was like, now what do we do? And then they all split up.
One of them dies, and then Turco just hides. It may look like they threw more players away than they needed to, but that was actually perfectly.
It was like watching on Split though, right? Do you remember when Heretics and Liquid wouldn't give them kills over towards middle, and then it was like they don't know what to do. It's like the same thing here. They don't have a plan for once they have no kills, and then the mid rounding just looks weird.
And for BBL sitting at 9-1, you're going to have to, I mean, crack one hell of a code. They need an Enigma machine for this.
Nilzinho is losing his goddamn mind.
I couldn't even describe it. It was mad.
BBL are playing great though. Like everything they're doing is incredible. They look good on this map. Kind of a shame that it's going. But it is insanely one-dimensional at the moment from Heretics.
Maybe I'm hearing things. Maybe that's what I wanted to hear, you know.
Like Killjoy's just the best agent at the moment. Just full info. Don't even need to worry about anything here.
That's ridiculous. They're actually caught in a fight here with Otis. No, he's not dead. He's won it with 20 HP. Yeah, they're pursuing him further, though. They're not letting this guy get away with it. All the while, the plant's coming down on B. The best they've looked so far. Oh, good night.
They managed to get a plant, though.
This
is their best chance so far. They have no map controller, really. Rez goes in, but they're still far away.
He's risen from the ashes.
Hello? Is your teammate going to call that?
The coffin rises.
No one saw it? No teammates saw that? There's 2 people dead, and no one's watching the most important person? Ah, this team's done.
isolated back again. This wall is going to go down. I don't even know if they managed to break
Team's
it
done.
just yet. Spam coming through, and now the push from Aslan
The
already
team is so
taking
done.
down one. Zeke is sat deep, but there's no way he can attempt to use the Hunter's Fury here. He's stuck, and they've just defused. Oh no!
That's a misclick. It's a there's
like I just know, okay, and like sure, this person should have seen him, but there's two other people, and unless they're watching the two people that are staring at walls, they should be on this person. And why the hell are they not dead coming that there's someone on his screen?
This was really nice. Combo utility. The second they get rid of this man, just bringing back with that res as well, and then just good work from them. Just I can't believe, like, either that Sage Wall is used early on A to deny them A space, or they go B and it's used in the retake. Like, I feel like BBL
not specking him, but then they need to stop sleeping because again, no one else was doing anything.
Be sent in to try and
they don't like that's horrendous. They'd be the worst observers in the world.
Okay, we're gonna get the same push out of them. Pretty pacey though this time around.
Like they're just out of the game.
That last round, it's a sign of the times. It's a sign of what we're playing with here. Both teams do. But you have a lockdown for Evolva, potentially able to push them out of position. That wall went down at a very awkward time. Cove in play.
Imagine Nilzinho was specking that guy as well. Oh my god. He would have been losing his mind.
Before pit from Brave.
What? I'm baffled because they can just almost sit back and just try and spam. The Cove almost needed to be used in just a moment.
Now okay,
the molly's good. Yeah, the molly's good and gets the damage. It's so worth getting caught into it.
Pushing in. All he needs is this right click. He's used it on Evolva, but then the trade's there immediately again. It's left up to Mixo. It was looking so easy.
I mean, it was like honestly, it was so done once I saw that. Everyone's just mentally out of it.
This is one of the most dominant halves we've seen so far in VCT. And there's been a lot of them.
Brave even walked out of that with the pit still to use. You know, that's
didn't need it.
They didn't need it. They really did. The Cove going in so early has absolutely blown my mind. Then the Viper's pit needs to be deep.
BBL looked great. Again, once again, have to express everything that BBL is doing is incredible. But when I'm seeing stuff like that, my goodness.
That's the thing. It seemed that difficult to get a plant while using a lockdown and a Viper's pit. That's the thing. If you're using a lockdown and a Viper's pit and you don't even come close to winning the round, I think that pretty much is the perfect analogy of how this half went.
Well, listen. All right, I'm gonna say this: lockdown to take B side, most useless ultimate
that's true.
I've ever seen. And maybe, if you're worried about a guy being back yellow, that's it. That's like the only thing. And even then, what are you doing? You know, like, especially when there was a Viper's pit there from Brave, I think this just shows where Team Heretics are at.
Would you tell him right now, pack your stuff up. Pack your stuff up, we're going home. Like, what are you all doing? I'm not having a mini. I'm not doing the mini, like, yeah, let's get the comms going. Pack it all up. None of you want to be here. I don't want to be here.
And this, I was surprised because although I don't particularly like, well, I don't mind the old comp being run. I just think Kushner was wasted not being on this jet. And we've seen that, him coming back in onto it here. He has been the difference maker, no doubt. At the same time, I feel like Split just looked like a better map for Heretics, and I'm still not convinced. They've switched up who's playing each role, and I'll be honest, I think Harbor had more impact for BBL than it did for Heretics.
I agree. No, I 100% agree. And not least, I mean, Boo had a tough half, but geez, everyone did on that side. But the utility, even just look at the pistol round.
Yeah.
I mean, it's lost.
But there was even a round where they tried to use it more aggressively up towards the rafters, and Kushner,
do you know that there's actually nothing more? There's nothing more that I hate in this game than like people in teams that just think when they're like this is such a like a CS habit. When teammates think that they're dead and that's like them done for the round. I hate that so much, especially in pro games, like ranked whatever. I don't care. You can alt tab, you can do whatever. But in ranked games, in team games, where people are dead and they think like that's their job done, oh my goodness, it tilts the hell out of me.
to do that, and that was the thing. It was just the sheer disrespect.
Especially when you have like a 0.2 advantage when you're speccing, you get to see people say they turn away. You get to see things that they don't see on their screen as well.
I'm just like, this man has just realized that they are not ready for him to make plays.
He's just better.
You can ping for them. You can do everything.
Like. BBL on the attack now, setting the pace.
You can help call for what they see.
Let's break the mold right away, and they're doing it without the Harbor. Haven't quite spotted out Mixwell.
Oh, I like this strat
where he is. Could be the element of surprise here. There's one caught immediately afterwards. Avova onto Aslan. That gives the advantage back over to Team Heretics. A foothold to fight with. Players heard coming through mid. That's the flank opportunity for Suchny. He's made the right read. QD also getting in an off-brand position, and Turco has the support if he needs it. But it's all about Suchny. They were watching it just seconds ago, but he's turned his back. Luckily, the shots didn't land.
The defuse coming in.
Halfway through. Wall in the way. Cove in the way. They've got it.
Well,
right under their nose. Finally,
yeah, just insta-stuck this one.
Woo! And a Cove the one.
And a Cove! The Harbor utility got Heretics around. Let's go!
Well, it is a long comeback.
Okay, maybe. It starts here. Honestly, I respect.
That they've got many
more
ideas of how they're going to be able to play this defensive side. Either way.
So that goes to another notch in the belt of mid pushes on Icebox that didn't work. It's just a little ridiculous. 140 on the clock, barriers up, BBL. I mean, they are not deterred. They are going quickly. Look at Kushner.
My God, he could farm. Got some armors here though. Kushner just sneaks in. Oh God. Kellogg's.
He's up against light shields as well. A lot of light shields, and he's got no head left. BBL are back in this.
Man.
5 versus 3. Weapons recovered. Surely not. We talked about round 2s earlier, Tom, but this round barely started. There's a response.
Okay.
There's a response. Zeke with 3.
Mazik's got to do it all. Holy hell, he must be. Oh, mate, I can't even imagine.
12-2. They found a round at long last, Tom. I thought it might have been the start of something.
Okay.
Oh, it's not here Ulysses anymore.
10 chances. Holy hell. Why did they pick this over split? Oh my God.
The last couple of weeks.
How bad must that split look?
The strength of this BBL side.
They had the last
this in
ban.
2. You go back to map 1.
Yep.
Heretics looked strong on Haven.
14-12.
But in the long run, onto Icebox, they have been the better side. And while if it wasn't hard to get back into this game before, 10 rounds.
Man, Heretics heard there was an opening for the worst team in the EMEA. Now the K-Corp are getting better. They've just gone for it.
This B site. Nice work from Kellogg's though. That's at least the start they needed.
Yeah, gorgeous work. One down as BBL start to close distance. Still Viper alive, still Sage Wall to work with.
That application.
Sage. Aslan 33 HP.
Nah, the flaming's allowed for this. So like honestly, I know I say no flaming here, but like oh my God, like you're allowed to say whatever for this one.
That timing was terrible. Now that was a pistol. They were throwing it out.
This is the one time where the actual brain dead takes are probably very accurate.
Knew that he left that info open. Knew that a player could sneak by from A. And now he's got the little flank play in through middle. 30 seconds on the clock as well. I mean, BBL will have to choose where they're going pretty soon. But look at that. Mixwell's got no utility left, no snake bites or anything to deny plan to cause those problems, and they've lost Boo. That flank again.
Thank God this map's out of the pool for this team. Jesus. Again, BBL. Everything was perfect from them. But this was playing on easy mode.
He's going to be in a prime position to maybe just end this round on his own. The IGL taking control. 3 kills already. Mixwell at least trying. Looking to try and fight back into this one. Brave's been spotted, but he can't.
It happens with this team. It happens with Heretics. Sometimes they just get so boomed out of maps.
In style. Just a week ago, they were sat with 0 wins on
It's nice from BBL. They're winning maps and looking good on. It's kind of like a Liquid story. They're